This is a warning for pretty much anyone who wants to learn copywriting online. Today I want to talk about what is possibly like the number 2 second most sold copywriting course of all time. And there's a big chance that if you're looking to buy a copywriting course online, this is actually one of the courses that you're looking at and you're considering buying. Well, the problem is that this course is actually complete fucking garbage, and there are a lot of courses that have the same goddamn problems, and in this video I want to tell you why you shouldn't fucking buy this course. I also want to tell you why most courses are garbage and what to look for to make sure you don't buy a fucking bad course. And at the end, way back at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you, number 3, some courses that I think are really good places to start learning copywriting online, so you don't end up with courses that are pretty shit. Because oftentimes, like, you see courses online and they have these 5-star reviews and they have good marketing and everything, but they're actually shit. And you don't want to fall for that and have to spend money on shit, right? With that said, let's get into this course review. The course is called Copywriting Secrets: How to Write Copy That Sells by Len Smith. Okay, when you look into customer reviews for all copywriting courses online, there are 3 problems that you can see people are consistently talking about. You know, one of the main complaints I see when it comes to copywriting courses is about the types of copy that they teach you. You know, you can write copy for lots of things. You can write copy for newspapers, you can write press releases, you can write copy for Facebook, for Google Ads, chatbots. And what's really interesting about all these mediums is that some of them are dying, like newspaper ads. Less and less people are buying newspapers and are transitioning to consuming digital content like Facebook, Google, and things like Facebook, Google are mediums that are more and more used over time. Same thing with chatbots, and especially with chatbots. And the big complaint about some copywriting courses is that they're taught by old school copywriters that did not start their careers learning about Facebook. Google wasn't around, the internet wasn't around for a lot of these people, and so they don't teach you how to do Facebook well because they've never learned it. They don't teach you how to do Google Ads well. They don't teach you how to do chatbots. Chances are they don't even know what fucking chatbot is. So a lot of courses will only teach you these old mediums like newspaper ads. And obviously, like, as a copywriter, as an aspiring copywriter, in 2020 or beyond, you expect that you're going to learn how to write for online mediums, right? Because this is where most of the contracts are. Online is where it is now, and if you don't learn online, if a course doesn't teach you how to write for online mediums, obviously for me that's a huge problem. And obviously that's one of the things you need to be looking out for, because a lot of your clients, if you want to do freelancing, if you want to promote your business, you're going to need to learn how to do at least one of these. Like honestly, I can't believe like that some courses like Len Smith's course are only teaching you how to do newspapers and email. Like, what the fuck? A copywriting course in 2020 that doesn't show you how to write Facebook ads is ridiculous. Like, unless it's like specifically, oh yes, this is the copywriting course for newspaper ads. Now, like, you have an excuse for teaching me old shit. But if you are general copywriting course, this course will show you everything you need to be successful as a copywriter. Sorry, but some of your clients are going to ask you to write some Facebook ads. Some of your clients are going to ask you to make some Google ads. And I know it's probably better to specialize if you want to make more money fast, but a lot of your clients, if they come to you for Google ads and you make a really good Google ads campaign, you know, you're specialized in Google ads, and you do that for them, and it's an amazing campaign, converts really well, they're going to want to have more business with you. And when they're going to come to the point in their business where they want to build, let's say, a Facebook ads, well, they're going to think like, oh yeah, that writer, you know, that made our Google ads campaign, like, we want to hire him again because he's done something he's done something spectacular and we want the same kinds of results. And when they come to you and ask you for a Google Ads campaign, for a Facebook ads campaign, if you've never learned how to do it and you just tell them like, no, I'm specialized in Google Ads, go find someone else. What might happen is that they hire someone else for their Facebook ads, and after that, when they need more contracts, they're going to keep asking that guy who has provided them with their Facebook ads. Like, you risk losing your customers by sending them to another guy. I'm not saying you need to be an expert in all these things, but you need to at least have some proficiency in Facebook, Google, possibly chatbot. But definitely, like, a course that only teaches you how to do newspapers, magazine, press releases is complete fucking garbage. Like, complete fucking garbage. In 2020, that's outdated. Like, completely. Like, you shouldn't even bother with a course like that. Another one of those most common complaints I see in customer reviews for copywriting courses is that the copywriting courses don't give you fucking exercises to practice what you learn. And the problem with that is that you can watch a course, but there's a big difference between watching something, hearing it, and being able to apply the concepts that the teacher teaches in his videos. Because hearing about something doesn't lead to mastery. And unfortunately, like, Len Smith doesn't give you exercises, and if you want to master that kind of shit, you're going to have to find ways to practice it elsewhere, because, sorry to break it down to you, but if you want to just watch one or two copywriting courses, never practice, never do any exercises, and just start getting contracts right away, I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're probably going to have stupidly bad results. Your clients are probably going to hate you, and just like me, you might have to refund them over $800. So be aware that before you start getting clients, start practicing that shit. And unfortunately, most copywriting courses will not give you what you need to learn, the types of exercises that you need to, practice that shit. So you're going to have to find that elsewhere. I recommend probably starting some sort of Shopify store and making some sort of campaign or whatever. Just start practicing your ads and make sure you manage to build something that works. Doesn't need to work spectacularly well, but I would appreciate if some of these copywriting courses would include some exercises, because let's face it, like, when you're in college, like, you're learning something and you're getting exercises, you're getting exams, and then your teacher can look at what you do and give you feedback on how well you're doing, what's the problem in your exercises, and what you need to improve. And if you don't have that, well, it's hard to really get to the point where you're good, because you can't know what your mistakes are by yourself most of the time. You don't always see when you're doing something wrong, especially when you're a beginner. And let's face it, if you watched one or two copywriting courses, you're still a beginner. You don't know you don't know 10% of this shit. So yeah, problem with Len Smith's course, doesn't give you exercises either. Another big problem with most copywriting courses is this. Let's talk about skill. Okay? Because you need to learn a lot of skills to become good as a copywriter. Skill A maybe is doing headlines. Skill B is customer research. C, D. There's a ton of skills you need to learn. And the problem with copywriting courses, a lot of courses will teach you about all these skills, but learning the basics of a skill is not always enough to being able to use it well. And if this line is the line at which you are good enough at every single one of these skills to be able to use them, a lot of courses will only teach you skills up to that point, and you never learn enough about any of these skills to get to the point where you understand them well enough to be able to use them effectively. And that's a big problem with Len Smith's course. Like, he teaches you a lot of things, and none of these things are really taught in depth enough to get you to the point where you are proficient with any of them. Like, you end up finishing Len Smith's course and a lot more writing courses, and you end up at a point where you have learned about a lot of things, but you have not learned to do anything. And you feel like it was interesting, but it was ultimately a waste of time because your skill level is still fucking trash. And obviously, like, you realize this video is not just about Len Smith's course. This video is about all the shitty copywriting courses out there. Len Smith's course is just one of the fucking examples. So now you know why I think that most copywriting courses are shit. But now you're probably wondering, like, okay, these courses are bad, but what courses are actually good? What are the courses that I actually should get instead of Len Smith's course and all these bad copywriting courses? Well, right now, as of November 2020, my recommendation is that you check out a course called How to Start Your Own Freelance Copywriting Business by Eric John Campbell and Dan Johnston. I'll put a link to it in the description. And the reason I think you should check out this course instead of other copywriting courses, because this course, out of the 15 or so copywriting courses I've been through so far, it's the course that provides you with the most solid, basic understanding of the fundamentals of copywriting. And it also includes the biggest amount of tips on how to find clients and manage client relationships that I've seen in any copywriting course. And the reason that matters is that, like most people, you probably want to do some freelance work or works for someone else using your copywriting skills. And if you don't learn how to get clients, I'm sorry to break it down to you, but finding clients is a lot harder than finding jobs, especially online. Like, my girlfriend as a designer, like, she sent like over like 30 proposals and got one underpaid project, and finding really good clients is tough. And if you don't know how to do it, you could end up just being frustrated, and a lot of people end up giving up and just going back to regular jobs because they didn't manage to find clients and be able to make money off of their skills. And the good news is that if you follow the course that I'm recommending to you, you will learn enough about finding clients to not have to suffer through that. And on top of that, the course is actually very cheap compared to most other copywriting courses. So if you want to have one of the best chances on your site to become good at copywriting and to become good at finding clients, this is one of the best deals I can recommend out of the 15 copywriting courses that I've been through so far. I think this is the best one you should get. Click the link in the description. Check it out. It's awesome. I'm sure you'll love it. One thing though, if you're watching this video and it's like in the far future and that you're way ahead of like November 2020, like obviously like in 6 months, 1 year, I'll have reviewed a lot more copywriting courses, and it's possible that by then I will have found a better copywriting course than Eric John Campbell's and Dan Johnson, How to Start Your Own Freelance Copywriting Business. And at that point, if you have the chance of watching this video 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, I recommend you ask me in the comments, what's the best course that I've found so far? Because if you ask me, you'll be 100% sure that I'm going to be giving you the best option that I've found. With that said, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't hesitate to hit the like button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.